Hey everybody, it's Amar, and I am back with a new version of the Plasma Theme Master. It's been a while. I believe the last version I showed off was version 1.10 or something like that, and we're on version 2.07. Making this video coinciding with the publishing of this package on the AUR. I'll be maintaining that over there as well. So if you're not familiar, this is a tool I use and developed with Google's Gemini to basically unify all the various things and ways you can theme in and under KDE. You can use the system Phantom, which I am not currently using, so it's not really configured, but as you can see, it's set to the Fluent theme. There are plenty of themes you can set it to and preview the colors, and this is an SVG based theme engine. I'm currently not using this for my theming needs, but I did include it as a way for you to have your themes switch with the day and night cycle if you wanted that. Then there's obviously GTK themes and Classy, which is my window decorations right here. These beautiful animated window decorations and window highlighting, edge highlighting. All right, it also syncs with Plasma's day-night cycle. So this is Plasma's native day-night cycle window, and it can sync with your auto look and feel or with the custom times if you wanted to do it that way based on device location or setting custom times. If you do set it based on the device location, you're able to offset it. Say you want it to turn to dark mode an hour or half an hour before sunset, you're able to adjust it with this slider here. You'll see here the solar settings. It says sunrise is a certain time, day start is a certain time, as my offset is 0. My offset was about 40 minutes, but I can change it to 30 for the nighttime. And if I save the offset, it'll apply all the changes. And you can see now night starts at 1954 instead. So there are a few extra features you're able to control here. Things like whether your theme changes between day and night automatically. You can also temporarily force day mode. So if I click this re-enable auto switch at next scheduled cycle transition, I can force the day mode. It will set my theme and theme elements, so things like my GTK4 apps, my Discord or Vesktop, GTK3 apps as well, and my browser. This actually, I need to restart the browser for the changes to take effect, but other than that, they mostly refresh dynamically. Zen browser is just a little stubborn, and I haven't figured that out yet. So if anybody knows of a way to dynamically refresh that, hit me up in the comments and or on GitHub, and I'll be happy to look into that. You can also set the night color settings. This affects the KDE settings. So if I go into settings here and we find night light, you'll see here my night temperature is 6560 and 6000, and that's exactly what I had. It's here, so they're synced, and it basically uses KDE's native I guess tool calls to change these settings. And And then we have the global theme editor. Not much has changed in this department. I did see that KDE Plasma did include a new global theme explorer as part of this version of Plasma 6.5, I believe. What is this? Not 6.5, sorry, 6.6.5. Yeah, 6.6.5. Which is nice. So I'm able to basically adjust all of these themes, edit them. I started designing my version of the Plasma, global theme editor a while ago. I'm glad that they're implementing these, and ultimately this app that I'm working on might be obsolete, but it would be nice if all of these features are integrated within Plasma settings. Another thing I have here is sync settings for different apps. These are third-party apps that have some sort of syncing ability. Things like GTK4 apps that Plasma does not natively sync unless you set the theme to Breeze, and then it does not look too good, in my opinion, at least not GTK4 apps. So I have a way to dynamically refresh those theme colors. So if I, for example, stop overriding the colors with Material U, apply the target, and this will just use the standard Breeze colors that I have set. You see my GTK theme is updated automatically, but if I go back to using my Material U colors, it will, or should, give it a second, dynamically color your GTK4 apps as well. So the global theme editor, just briefly, you're able to come in here and quickly change themes, create your own themes as well by cloning a selected theme and changing the theme element. So let's say you like this kind of window decoration with a different kind of Plasma style. You like 90% of Ned Light's theme, but you really are not a fan of the colloid icon theme that they're using. You'd rather use Breeze or Adwaita or whatever have you. And you're able to come in here and make those little granular changes so that they're saved and can be reapplied. And pro tip for those that don't know or have not been keeping up with the updates, you're able to do that here as well. I believe if you go under global theme, you can hit save current theme. So if I'm here changing my settings, I can go back to global themes and save the current theme as a theme. And it also allows you to add a preview image to it, which is nice that KDE allows you to do that natively. And if you do it that way, you'll still be able to see it on your list of global themes that you want to select for your day theme and for your night theme. So select your day theme, night theme for all of these different elements. You can also come in here and look at your Flatpak settings. I like using the Breeze Flatpak packages because they seamlessly sync colors, but if you do have your Flatpak Adwaita 3, for example, GTK theme installed, you can always apply it like that. And I also have a quick one-click apply Flatpak permissions. This basically gives Flatpak packages universal access to read-only directories for Kvantum, for things like your themes folder, your icon folder, so that it's able to follow your theme. For example, if I go to calculate right here, this is a good one because they're both in GTK and so calculate, this is the GTK version. And then there's also calculate Qt. The Qt version syncs better. This did not actually sync the colors, and I think this is because it is set to Breeze and my GTK theme is not set to Breeze. So if we go back here and we just change the night for the sake of this test to Breeze, apply the target, And now we open calculate. It looks the same. It might just be this app that is not the best. I guess it is partially color themed. You can see this dialog box here is color themed. But anyways, back to our regularly scheduled programming. We will go to the universal sync and you'll see apps like VS Code. That includes regular VS Code, Code OSS, Codium, Anti-Gravity. And those are the ones I use. If you all want me to sync other ones, just let me know. And as you can see, it syncs it with my color scheme, so it looks nice and consistent. There are a few elements it does not sync the colors to, which is this right here. And you just basically pick from one of the regular themes. So theme, and you see I have it set as dark modern, but I can change it to dark VS Code, which is the preferred color. Actually, you should always set it to, instead of dark modern, you set it to dark VS Code and you'll get some more color integration. So it really just depends what you prefer, and you can turn that feature off if it's not for you. Oop. And you can also theme Firefox and Zen browser, which I will turn on. Actually, that's separate. I need to edit that because this is just for Firefox. I added a new Zen browser config recently, and that follows a method that the Natalia community, they develop a shell environment for window managers like Mango and Neri, as well as Hyperland, which is really nice. I use that on my laptop. I also have, Vencord right here. You can see, even if you use Better Discord or this is Vesktop, but if you use Better Discord or Vencord on regular Discord, it should work as well. So I have two different theme settings, and it automatically injects the Midnight theme into there and configures the colors to follow your system theme. But if you wanted to add elements from other themes, since you can inject CSS, you can always add import here, and you can add extra imports and customize further that way while still maintaining the color theming. Console for a classic KDE theme experience, and that is just the Plasma Master profile that it will be set to. Kitty terminal, this is my preferred terminal. Ignore the blur. It is for vibes more than anything. But you can dynamically theme all of that. GTK apps, that's what I showed you with the libadwaita. Obsidian, you just have to point it to your snippets folder. I currently only have one vault set up. If there's interest, I might set up a way to add multiple vaults so that it can sync the color across multiple vaults if you are into that. Material U, this uses the Material U Colors Python package installed system-wide via pipx. If you want to install it a different way, you're more than welcome to, but that's how I have the auto installer set up here. And it'll just open, if you don't have it installed, it'll open a terminal window and ask you if you want to install it. And you can also upgrade it if it will check which version is installed and see, oh, I'm already on the updated, most up-to-date version. And when it comes to that, this is the adjustment of the color generation. So if I don't like the tonal spot, I want something a little more muted, I can go for content. I can reduce the colorfulness, and I can increase the brightness because I don't like how dark it is in the night mode. Apply variables to daemon, and as you can see, it changed slightly. There are various other ones, and you can change the primary color. If I want to choose blue as the primary background color, I can do that, and it just pulls the colors from this wallpaper back here. So if I change my wallpaper to something else, it will pull colors from this wallpaper instead. I hit refresh colors, and you can see all the new colors it's pulling from. Apply variables, and there you go. And this applies across apps. My icon theme, these apps here, which take a second to update and sync, as well as my Vicine. So if I apply variables, change to green, there we go. It takes a second for all of them to sync, but you'll see Vicine synced, my icons synced. This is Dolphin, Nautilus, which files, there we go. GTK4 app synced, Shelly, that's synced as well. I told you I published this app on the AUR, and you can just get it, Plasma Theme Master, if you're on Arch. And finally, you can just preview the logs or clear them. It basically goes through what it did. If it failed to do anything, you can investigate it in the logs here. It should let you know how that works, but that's pretty much it. This is a quick overview of this app and in its current state. I'm quite proud of it, mainly because it reduced a lot of the headaches that I've had with how themes are handled in KDE Plasma, because there's so many ways themes are handled and applications are themed under Linux, and not just Linux really, but Linux just gives us a lot of control over what we can change and what we can modify. So this is just a little sneak peek, and some shout outs if y'all want to know what I am using in my setup. The glass blur here is just a Kwin effect. Kwin Effects Glass, I believe is what it's called. Classy is these window decorations, which I absolutely love. They also have an application style, which I'm not using. I'm in fact using Darkly, which is this. And both Classy and Darkly are extremely customizable, which I absolutely love. They're just a treasure trove of just making your apps, at least your Qt apps, feel the way you want them to feel. Well, with that, I will let you all go. I hope you enjoyed this video. Links to the repo and other fun stuff will be in the description. If y'all have any questions, reach out to me on GitHub or on here. Have a good one.